And get ready for some it. So here's Portland's starting group. They've got DeAndre Ayton. Matisse Thybulle out there with Sharp. Then there's Avdia, and it's Kamare in at the small forward position. And for the Pelicans, Jones at small forward with Zion holding down the 4. Murray out there with Trey Murphy, and it's Misi in at the center position. You know, on paper, this looks like a lopsided matchup, but anything could happen in the NBA, Grant.
That is the truth. I mean, that's why they play the games. One guy gets hot, the team gets cold. That's all it takes to swing the entire outcome of a game.
Now here's Murray. There's a screen. Pass to Misi. Avdia pulls it in. Here's Sharp. Thybulle on the wing. Ayton with a screen. Avdia with it. Shot clock at 5. Another 3 for Portland.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Now here's Jones. And he lobs it up. Oh, the dunk by Williamson.
Yeah, and Williamson is an explosive athlete, remarkable at finishing off alley-oops.
Well, Coach, Zion is always must-see TV when he plays. It's his availability that is questioned.
Yeah, it is, Brian, but he's been healthier. And when he plays, there's nobody like him in the NBA with that size, skill, and force.
Ayton against Jones. And there's the whistle. That one goes on Herb Jones. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. Ayton, the screen on Jones. Sharp, no good. Avdia against Williamson. Oh, they get a hand on it. Murray passes to Jones. Over to the wing. Clock at 6. To the paint. Avdia with it. He's picked up by Williamson. Here's Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Yeah, and Ayton read the play perfectly and got out in front of it for the score off the break.
Outside Murray. And there's the drive. And, Coach, you look at DeJounte Murray, the 6'5", do-it-all guard.
Well, Brian, he's got the size and quickness to defend either backcourt position. Offensively, he's best with the ball in his hands, but he has developed his spot-up game to help the team.
And Grant, DeJounte Murray, a bit of a throwback player. He's comfortable attacking at all 3 levels.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, he does a lot of work in the mid-range for a guard. He's very comfortable with any shot on the floor. Not shy about putting up a ton of attempts if that's what's needed.
On the wing, Murray.
Remaining in the first 2 minutes.
He gets it in there.
And Murray is a taller guard, meaning he's capable of doing some damage on the inside.
Ayton with a screen. Sharp passes to Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
That one rocked this arena.
That's the kind of dunk right there that makes you think he's going to rip down the rim. Murray against Thibault. And it's Murray off the drive, and Ayton pulls it down.
I mean, come on, that's a shot you expect him to make.
Here's Sharp with the drive. The Trailblazers rebound. Out of bounds, Trailblazers ball as Portland keeps possession. There's a minute 12 left in the first quarter. Pass to Ayton. Rebounded by New Orleans. Jones up top, guarded by Sharp. Here's Misi. Back to Jones. To the inside. Ooh, Ayton with the block.
Yeah, Ayton has all the physical gifts of a great shot blocker. Size, length, and agility.
Here's Thibault. Here's Avdia. Murray against Sharp. Outside Thibault. Just 5 on the clock. Nails the 16-footer.
Nice job to recognize the lack of D in that medium range area.
Puts up a 3. Murray, no good. Outside Thibault. This one for 3. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so it's Portland, leading by 6 as we wrap up. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And looking at what we've seen from the Trailblazers, what do you guys think?
Well, I think it's pretty obvious they were well prepared defensively coming in.
KYP, know your personnel. So far, good attention to the scouting report.
Jones is small forward with Zion holding down the 4. Trey Murphy out there with DeJounte Murray. And it's Misi in at the 5. That's the Pelicans 5.
Yeah, hard not to foul Zion inside. He's just so broad and so aggressive.
Zion Williamson seems intent on silencing all the doubters moving forward, Graham.
Yeah, BA, he's not taking any more questions about conditioning. His physicality and play really answer that question now. He has been looking better than ever.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, the Pelicans are still developing their on-court chemistry. Coach Willie Green said this group is still pretty young in terms of being on the floor together. We're starting to figure it out. We just have to stay committed and continue to be elite on both ends of the floor, and it starts with our defense. BA?
They've really got something, Allie. Thanks.
And check out Murray making trouble for the defense. They just couldn't keep up.
Thibault against Murray. Thibault passes to Avdia. Back to Thibault. Ayton with a screen. And it's Thibault missing. Pelicans trail by 6. Here's Jones. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. The Trailblazers shooting the ball at 46% from the floor. Here's Thibault. They grab their own miss. Here's Ayton. No good with a layup. And so it's Williamson who brings up the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans. Knocked loose. Sharp with it. He's picked up by Williamson. Ayton passes to Thibault. Here's Avdia, and the foul is called. He missed it, and here comes the coach's challenge. He disagrees with the foul. He does not hesitate to ask for a second look. It's a pretty heated game. Every call matters.
Taking 2 shots. The play will be reviewed under NBA rules. The officials
Still
will have 2
disputed,
minutes to
even
review
after
the
the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
He's off on the first. And the rate of player ejections going up in recent seasons, Stan.
Well, Brian, players these days certainly have a voice in a lot of things, and when it comes to critiquing officials, they're not shy. We see complaints on virtually every call in games now, and the referees seem to have had enough of it.
Now here's Murray. He's got 6. And it's Murray finishing it off.
Boy, Murray eats up ground in a hurry. You blink, and suddenly he's at the rim.
Pass to Kamari. Thibault against Murray. Ayton, a screen on Murray. Thibault gets the 3 to fall. Thibault's got 5 points.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
They kick it out to Murray. And that one goes. 4 for 7 for him so far.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
Blockbuster trades have become more the norm here in the NBA, Grant. Just ask Portland in 2023.
Yeah, the Trailblazers were at the center of some big moves. But that's just how it's done now. Entire teams can be restructured in the process of a single transaction.
Portland leading by 7. Thibault finds Avdia. Back to Thibault. Ayton, a screen on Murray. And it's Thibault missing. The Pelicans have gone 4 for 6 here in the second. It's tipped. Ayton against Jones. Pass to Kamari. A minute 6 left to play in the first half. Here's Ayton. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Misi's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. And down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
Here's Ayton. Sinks that one. Now shooting 5 of 10 and looking sharp.
Yeah, this is where Ayton's comfortable operating, using his height and array of inside moves to his advantage.
Back to Williamson. Nice D from Avdia. Portland leading by 7. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Ayton. Now here's Sharp. And a two-handed jam.
Sounds good. And Sharp has to be one of the best finishers at the rim in this young class.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. That free throw good from Sharp. The Pelicans have gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall in the second. Murray for 3. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got his 5th rebound in this one. Sharp finds Ayton. Back to Sharp. Gets it off. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's Portland earning this break in the action, up 10. The flow of the game has favored them in general. But hey, the tide can shift. And more NBA action on 2K Sports. Coming your way right after this.
All right, they're measuring up the shot.
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. We're seeing a tremendous game from DeAndre Ayton.
Yeah, but his blocks tell only part of the story. His presence alone is making an impact on defense.
Yeah, now that he's established that defensive presence, guys think twice before challenging him.
Checking out the group for Chauncey Billups to start the second half. We've got Walker. He's out there with Jeremy Grant. Anthony Simons out there with Klingon. And it's Rupert in at the 2. Pelicans trail by 8. Pass to Hawkins. And that one, good.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Here's Simons following the score by New Orleans.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
Yeah, they're not pulling any punches here. Even the guards are attacking the basket.
Shot's good by McCollum.
Yeah, out of a cannon. McCollum left a vapor trail.
Trailblazers lead by 6. Well, one of the sharpest players off the floor, C.J. McCollum.
Well, Brian, he also did a great job as president of the Players Union, and he's great on his podcast, too.
I'm sure he'll be doing games with you soon enough after his playing career.
Yeah, I just hope he's not taking my job.
It's McCollum with a drive. Count it. McCollum's got 6.
What a tricky shot. CJ, he's showing off now.
For 3, Klingon. Not going to go that time. Pelicans have gone 4-4 in this third quarter. Perfect so far. Brown finds Olynyk. They set a pick. He takes it in. McCollum looks around. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, nice D from Walker. The Trailblazers have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Simons against McCollum. It's good. Simons got 6 points in the quarter.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
That one goes in.
Not only a perimeter player, McCollum can go inside.
Portland leading by 6. Simons outside. Pass to Klingon. Jacks up a 3. It's hauled in by New Orleans. McCollum with it. Give him 8 points now. Misses from close range. Now the Blazers on the move. Here's Walker. Missed inside. Here's Rupert. The kick out to Walker. Launches a 3. Rebound by Olynyk.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Good on the bucket. McCollum's got 10 points here in the second half.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Coach, you spent a lot of time in New Orleans. Coach form, as a matter of fact. It's a fun stop in the NBA. There's some amazing food in the Big Easy.
Yeah, Brian, I love the city of New Orleans, but when I coached there, it was in the pandemic. All the restaurants were closed, all the entertainment was closed. We couldn't enjoy the jazz or the food.
And the jam by Brown.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
And when you talk about this Portland team, Stan, they're young and talented. They have some nice pieces going forward.
Yeah, and Brian, it starts with Scoot Henderson and Anthony Simons in that backcourt, but Shaedon Sharpe, when healthy, they've got some good pieces to build around.
Not many guys are going to want to get in Klingen's way on that drive. I mean, just a terrific flush right there.
Back to McCollum. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. McCollum's got 12 points in the game.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pep.
And it's Simons penetrating. 2 points. That one goes. And the Trailblazers lead by 3.
We see this every night. He has the skill and versatility to keep a defense guessing.
There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
New Orleans shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. The first one falls. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Good on both. Portland has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Ayton, a screen on Jones. Sharpe passes to Ayton. And it's Portland with another.
And this is how dynamic Ayton can be on the offensive end. Keep getting him the ball, please.
Here's the pick. McCollum right side. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. It's the Trailblazers up 3. We've got more in store for you right. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Yeah, it's pretty to watch. It's great to have so many big men in the NBA who can dish it like this.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Jones at small forward with Zion holding down the 4. DeJounte Murray is out there with Trey Murphy. And it's Misi in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Up top, Thibault, defended by Murray. Thibault against Murray. Ayton, the screen on Murray. Thibault. And a miss there on the triple. Pelicans trail by 3. Right wing. They set the pick. They kick it out to Murray. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got his 7th rebound here tonight. It's a one-on-one situation. Avdia, good.
Woohoo! Just great work cashing in on the fast break.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
Here's Murray. And it's Murray finishing it off.
And there goes Murray, a serious leaper.
Portland leading by 3. Now here's Thibault. About a minute and a half into the 4th now. That shot off. Now Jones. And they recover it. Pass to Misi. 6 to shoot. New Orleans needs to hurry. Late clock. Top of the key jumper. No good.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's the look they want. It's tough work in the mid-range area.
Now here's Thibault. He's guarded closely. Ayton with a screen. Looking to get back on track. Thibault passes to Ayton. Bucket again. 7 for 12 and going at the defense.
And that's just terrific body control by Ayton. Setting a solid pick and then quickly getting himself open.
They set the screen. That's tipped. It's stolen by Thibault. In transition from behind the arc. Misi grabs the board. Misi's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Here's Williamson.
Wow. This is the...
And they're not happy with the call here. Coach has given the signal.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Olenek's checked in for the Pelicans. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
During that break, Coach Chauncey Billups had some advice for the team. He cautioned his guys against forcing things at the arc, saying we can't make a rhythm happen, so don't force it. Take what is coming to you out there. Coach hoping for a renewed offensive focus going forward, guys.
And Allie, thank you for that.
Yeah, the physical abilities of Zion are truly next level. His build, his strength, I mean, it makes him difficult to defend and totally unique.
And the three-pointer goes.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
Murray passes to Olenek. Murray looking around. Into the lane. And the basket is good.
And with confidence, Murray stepping up at a crucial point in this game.
Portland leading by 4. Aiden with a screen. Thibault with it, guarded by Olenek. And Aiden gets it to go.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Yeah, he's leaving no doubt in this one. Doing everything he can to slam the door on a comeback.
Murray just owning things on the offensive end, getting to his shots and making them.
Aiden, a screen on Jones. Pass to Aiden. And here's Thibault. Back to Aiden. Tipped away. And stolen by Murray. Now the Pelicans in transition. Inside, here's Williamson, and he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton.
Physically, there's just no way to match up with Zion, especially now that he can go to the right hand.
So the first one drops, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. Williamson hits them both.
Yeah, just a fruitful trip to the line. He's made this a one-possession game.
The Trailblazers have got 4 of 8 shots to drop here in this final quarter. Sharp passes to Aiden. 44 seconds left in the final quarter. Marked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
Tough one. In a game where every possession is valuable, turnovers can make the difference.
They can't afford to waste this shot.
Moments like this are what it's all about.
Olenek with a screen on Thibault. Here's Murray. And they're unable to get the tying bucket there.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing him get bottled up like that. Wow.
Thibault passes to Avdia. And it's good.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Oh, he buries it from outside.
Locked in and ready to go. They put the ball in Zion's hands, and he fires.
And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
9 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now they decide to foul intentionally. He gets the first, and that'll put him up 2.
At the line for 2.
And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. And we've got a timeout called by Willie Green. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. And looking at the options here, what do you think is being discussed?
more than enough time to get a bucket.
No doubt, but they might have to draw up something that the defense isn't expecting.
There's 6 seconds left to play in the fourth. So a close game sees Portland taking this one. And this was an emotional win for them, no doubt about it.
Just a fantastic.
A festive atmosphere inside the building as we bring you Friday night. All right, Doris, how about teams like these? Who can... really run their offense through their bigs.
BA, over the years, one of the things I've heard from coaches quite often is how effective a three-tool big man can be. When you can drive it, pass it, shoot it, score it, do all the things they can, it changes the geometry of the floor.
So here are the Jazz starting five. Clarkson and Sexton in the backcourt together. Markkanen and Collins, the 3 and 4. And it's Filipowski in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now here's Murray. Fires for 3. Out of bounds. It'll be Jazz ball. Here's Clarkson. There's a screen. Pass to Filipowski. The 3. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Boy, outstanding pass and execution. They'd love to see Clarkson do that on a consistent basis.
And here's Murray. Out to the wing. Down low. Just 5 to shoot. The shot by Misi, no good. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. And when you talk about guards who can really attack in the lane, Jordan Clarkson is on that list, Doris.
BA, there are just certain guys who are comfortable operating in tight windows. Clarkson's mindset is score. He's got a great sense for where and when to pull up into his shot. He can burn you from 3. Little bit streaky, but boy, he can really get on a hot streak.
And it's Jones with the ball for the Pelicans. It's a 3-point game, and Williamson gets it to go.
Love how decisive Williamson is. When he sees a lane to the basket, he seizes it.
Clarkson attacking, and that one drops.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
Kicks it out to Williamson. Back to Murray. To the left side wing. Picked by Williamson. Oh, and the big finish by Williamson.
And giving them what they want. The incredible dunking ability of Zion on full display.
Clarkson passes to Filipowski. Clarkson against Murray. And stolen by Murray. To the wing on the left. Williamson for 3. Nails it from 3. Williamson's got 7 points in the game.
Locked in and ready to go. They put the ball in Zion's hands, and he fires.
Here's Clarkson. Here's Filipowski. Oh, he missed it. Making him 1 for 2 now. New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 from 3-point land so far.
2 minutes.
Williamson looking around. Jones, the pass to Williamson. 6 on the shot clock. And Williamson throws it down.
Well, not exactly one of those big, burly power forwards, right? He depends on his leaping ability more than those guys, and it serves him just fine.
Now here's Clarkson. Pass to Filipowski. Collins a screen. Sexton looking to end the run. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Well, that's an example of using both vision and playmaking ability to find the open teammate. Sexton is a quality floor general. Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Collins inside. He's against Williamson. It's Markkanen on the wing. Defended by Jones. Collins left side. And it's out of bounds. Still Utah's ball.
Jazz ball.
.50 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Filipowski. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Back to Murray. Pass to Williamson. Clock at 6. Collins with the rebound. For Utah, they've gone 3 of 8 so far. The 3 ball. Misi grabs the board. Williamson against Sexton. Williamson with a screen on Collins. And he lobs it up to the rim. Sexton grabs the board. Zion Williamson has been on display for the New Orleans Pelicans, hunting for opportunities, leading. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen from New Orleans, what do you guys think?
The aggressiveness on defense has been infectious. Everyone's come to the party. I love it.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
On the floor for Utah, getting going in the second. Sexton and Markkanen out on the wings. John Collins out there with Filipowski. And it's Clarkson in at the 1. The free throw off from Williamson. Doris, I'm going to give you 3 names here. John Stockton, Karl Malone, Pete Maravich. Which one is the greatest player to ever wear a Jazz uniform, you think?
I'm not going greatest player, B.A. I'm going greatest tandem in the history of the Utah Jazz. John Stockton and Karl Malone in pick-and-roll play were poetry in motion.
New Orleans leading by 4. Jones drives in. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Personal foul.
It's on Lauri Markkanen.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
All right, Doris, you think this heliocentric style of play can lead to championship success?
Brian, this is such a big-time question, and I think a difficult one to answer. By heliocentric, we mean that the best player on your team is making up a greater percentage of the usage, meaning the ball is in their hands more. What that has led to are some of the most efficient offenses in the history of the game. But does it lead to championships? That is the answer to the question we all see.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. The Jazz are making progress. Coach Will Hardy said this team has shown grit and character and has developed a lot of confidence. When we're going through game preparation, the players walk away knowing if they do certain things, they can win. That's a big step in the right direction.
A bright future, Allie. Thank you. To the middle. Here's Misi. Oh, hey! How about that? Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they played and a confidence they're not afraid to show. Collins outside. From downtown, it's hauled in by New Orleans. Misi's got his 4th rebound in this one. Back to Williamson. Pass to Misi. Outside Murray. And he drives in. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Jazz trail by 8. Clarkson with the ball. Checked by Murray. Clarkson passes to Filipowski. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. The Pelicans have gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. Jones, his shot is good.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
For Utah, they've gone 1 for 6 in the second quarter. Not great. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Murray passes to Williamson. Back to Murray for 3. The rebound by the Jazz. 3 minutes of action thus far in the second. Here's Collins. Oh, can't convert the two-handed jam. The Pelicans lead by 10. Jones, the pass to Williamson. Goes up from the top of the key. The rebound by Filipowski. Filipowski's got his 4th rebound in this one. Down low. Banked it in off the glass. Filipowski's got 7 points.
And we think of Clarkson often as a scorer, but there, making the unselfish pass, just great work.
Here's Murray. Blocked! Collins against Murray. Outside Sexton. Kicks it out to Collins. And stolen by Murray. Now the Pelicans in transition. And so he draws the foul, heading to the line to shoot a pair.
Physically, there's just no way to match up with Zion, especially now that he can go to the right hand.
First free throw is good. Williamson hits them both. 1:11 left in the first half. Clarkson, right side. Here's Sexton. The rebound by Murray. Murray's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Williamson. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Williamson.
Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
Jazz trail by 10. Oh, swiped away. Hits a 3-on-3 fast break. Here's Jones. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. He has 6. Utah has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. The 3 from Sexton. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Misi's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Williamson. Here's Misi. Back to Williamson. And they double up Williamson. 4 on the clock. Here's Misi. That's good. And it's Williamson with the assist. Misi's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Unselfish play there by Zion, moving the ball to another shooter.
Clarkson passes to Filipowski. And the three-pointer goes.
Well, for a big man, his stroke is just beautiful, and because of the height, it's so hard to challenge.
Here's Murray. And so it's New Orleans. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. Back to the game after this break. Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. It has been a clinic out there by Zion Williamson.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Bruce Brown is out there with C.J. McCollum. Then it's Kelly Olynyk, and it's Hawkins in at the 3. That's the Pelicans 5. Here's George. And the jam by George.
Yes, sir. George with the flush.
New Orleans leading by 9. McCollum outside. Olynyk with a screen on George. McCollum looks around. Screen by Olynyk. And he drops in the layup off the glass. McCollum's got his first points of the night.
Ready to cash in. I like when McCollum looks to mix it up like this.
Martin outside. Back to George. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Pass to Collier. Kessler up top. Yet to see a basket. Good work there as it goes.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Back to McCollum. To the inside. And he dunks it down.
The combo guard skills of McCollum. Not just a scorer, he's also a more than capable passer.
There's a screen. Inside, here's Hendricks. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
George against McCollum. Uses the glass to finish the layup. McCollum's got his second basket on the night.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Hendricks no good. The Pelicans lead by 11. McCollum outside. Outside, Brown. Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. Down it goes. Jam that one home.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest fives in the NBA.
Pass to Collier. To the left wing. Kessler down low.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Here's Collier. Defended by Brown. Collier no good. For New Orleans, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to go since the break. Olynyk passes to Brown. The kick to Olynyk. Pass to Hawkins. Off with the layup. Jazz trail by 13. Martin outside. And that one is hammered home.
A growing aspect of George's game. He's working to become a strong facilitator.
Here's McCollum. And it's Martin with the rebound. Well, the Jazz shooting 36% for the game. Not great. Pass to Hendricks. There's 57 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. New Orleans leading by 11. Outside Olynyk. Here he goes. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
And so George will bring it up for Utah. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
30 seconds left in the third. Kessler a screen on Olynyk. And it's good for 2.
The screen doesn't earn him a ton of breathing room. Turns out he doesn't need it.
The Pelicans have gone 5 for 9 from the floor in the third quarter. And here's McCollum. Pass to Olynyk. Back to McCollum. Jacks up at 3. No good. And so it's New Orleans. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. They're communicating. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Jazz trail by 11. So the Utah 5 right now. Markkanen and Collins the 3 and 4. Clarkson and Sexton in the backcourt together. And it's Filipowski in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
That's a jump ball.
And they'll get another chance. Back to Clarkson. From behind the arc. Buries it from three.
Well, you've got to be able to be locked and loaded when an opportunity comes to make a shot. And Jordan Clarkson, yeah, he's pretty good at that.
To the paint. Here's Williamson. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. They'll pin that one on John Collins. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Pelicans.
The fearlessness they've shown going strong inside has been impressive. The defense hasn't been very effective against them.
I think the other thing they've done exceptionally well tonight is shoot the mid-range and take advantage of those opportunities. Anytime they're given a look, they have delivered.
And it's Murray off the drive. Three-pointer. Knocks down the triple. And the Pelicans lead by 12.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Inside. Clarkson with the ball. Checked by Murray. Clarkson passes to Markkanen. Back to Clarkson. Kicks it out to Collins. It's hauled in by New Orleans.
Well, you simply have to shake that one off, right? You can't let that kind of missed opportunity bother you.
Williamson passes to Murray. Drives to the hoop. And the layup is good off the glass.
And once Murray plants his feet, it's over.
Clarkson with the ball. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Zion Williamson. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Collins with a screen on Murray. Filipowski for three. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Murray's got his 5th rebound in this one. Williamson passes to Murray. Back to Williamson. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Defensive foul.
Yeah, the physical abilities of Zion are truly next level. His build, his strength, I mean, it makes him difficult to defend and totally unique.
Clarkson for three. Drops in the three.
Slow reaction from the D, and it cost him 3.
New Orleans leading by 12. Murray passes to Jones. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist.
Terrific court awareness there. Murray recognizes the open man and wastes no time getting him the ball.
Back to Clarkson. Launches it. Outside Sexton. Shot clock at 6. Crafty move on the take. And it's good on the lay-in.
Well, if you've got the speed of Colin Sexton, put the ball on the deck and make sure you make good use of it.
2 minutes remaining.
The Pelicans have got all 4 shots to go in this final quarter. Back to Murray. Williamson outside. Outside Murray. Excellent D there from Collins.
You will have to finish harder than that if you want to commit.
Oh my goodness!
That is incredible!
Powered it home!
Not fair at all. Did you see it? That's the type of move that you see in a dunk contest.
Takes great confidence to alley-oop to yourself.
Sure does.
Pass to Collins. Oh, he gets it to fall, and that makes it just a single-digit deficit.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
Grant, wouldn't be a bad idea here to slow it down.
Yeah, coach is definitely looking for patience and execution.
Spins. Collins outside. Sexton a screen on Jones. Back to Sexton. Fires for three. Money. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Jazz.
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
Those block shot numbers are big as well, guys, sending a clear message. We are not going to be scored on easily.
Murray passes to Williamson, and Williamson throws it down.
Looking to close things out. That might have been the nail in the coffin.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
And we've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside Murray. Three-pointer. It's the trifecta. And it's a 10-point New Orleans lead.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
Fires from way outside. Off target with the shot. And so New Orleans takes this one by a large margin. A competitive game.
Have had a difficult stretch recently and are hoping to turn things around in this one.
Yeah, it's a new opportunity. And Kevin, I expect each side to be hungry and motivated to get this win. And if not, the struggles will continue.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, they've got Walker Kessler. Markkanen is out there with Colin Sexton. Then it's John Collins, and it's Hendricks in at the power forward position. So the Portland Trailblazers able to put the first points up on the board. That one good for two.
You know, not bashful about positioning himself inside. Sexton knows he has what it takes to score from there.
And here now is Thibault. Hits the three-point bomb.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Sexton kicks to Markkanen. The basket good off the assist from Sexton.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Great Colin Sexton, still so young. He entered the league when he was just 19.
Yeah, drafted back in 2018. Sexton has a few years left in his 20s, so you expect him to continue to expand his game.
In the air and down hard! Woo!
Oh, stop.
Here's Thibault, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
Here's Sexton. Portland grabs the miss.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
Thibault on the wing. Here's Sharp. Ayton the screen. Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible.
Boom, he jams it straight down. Sexton on the wing. Defended by Thibault. Here's Markkanen. Pass to Hendricks. Shot clock at 6. That one goes. Count it. Markkanen's got 5 points so far.
Look, you got to keep Markkanen out of the paint. He's just too big on that block and imposes his will.
There's a screen. Here's Sharp driving to the basket. And it's John Collins with the rebound.
Yeah, he might want to avoid looking over at the bench for a little bit here. A missed dunk like that is infuriating to a coach.
Bucket is good.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
For Portland, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. You know, Stan, the Blazers started the rebuild process with the big Dame Lillard trade to Milwaukee.
Kevin, it takes guts for a GM to make a move like that, and it didn't go well early on. But they've got to trust the process and stick with the plan that they made.
We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game, just a matter who can catch that momentum.
It's good. He's got 10.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
Right side, Collins. And finished off by Collins.
This is as easy as it gets for Collins. Once he establishes position, the defense is toast.
Here's Sharp, and then jammed down. It goes right over Colin Sexton.
Out of this world. Sharp is so quick into the air, and then he just hangs forever. Able to do things most others can't.
The shot by Sexton, no good.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
And then Collins slams it in.
One of the most explosive young bigs we have. Collins quick off the floor and gets creative at the rim.
And out of bounds as Utah gains possession.
The defense will take that miscommunication. Not even close.
Six-second difference between shot and game clock. Markkanen passes to Collins. Oh, and he misses the dunk. Portland trailing here. An even 3-on-3 break. Pass to Kamare. Outside, Avdia. Traps in the tray. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes. Goodness.
Here's Sexton. Off target from the wing. Both teams have it going here early. And still close through the first quarter. Trailblazers lead by 2. From some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Trailblazers.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
You also have to admire how they challenge the defense inside, getting a lot of points in the paint.
On the floor for Utah, getting going here in the second quarter. They've got John Collins. Colin Sexton is out there with Lauri Markkanen. Then there's Walker Kessler and Hendricks in at the 4 spot.
And at 7'1" and 250 pounds, Ayton is a handful. Not easy trying to guard him without fouls.
Loads of expectations come with going #1 overall, Stan. We all know that. Just ask DeAndre Ayton.
Yeah, Kevin, I think he's become one of the more underrated players in this league. He was the top pick in 2018. People will always measure him against that standard. But look, he's averaged a double-double every season in the league. It's not easy to be that consistent.
Marketed, absorbing.
And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge.
At the line for the Jazz, Lauri Markkanen.
More difficult calls to make. Personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thank you. The Utah Jazz last season became one of the first teams in the league to move their games to broadcast television. It's a gamble, but they just about tripled their reach. And with the rapid growth in the region, they have a chance to attract new fans. Kevin, no doubt, other NBA teams are keen to see how this goes.
Oh, David, no question at all. We thank you for your report.
And you can see the commitment already.
Oh, that was some power on that dunk.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Here's Thibault. And it's a great finish! Oh, my. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down. There's the pick. Throws it up high. Stolen by Avdia. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Jumps up. And then Sharp with the dunk.
Few defenders can keep up with Sharp in the open floor. This guy is electric.
You know, Greg, thinking back to the glory days in Utah, they went to back-to-back finals in 97 and 98.
Unfortunately, though, Kevin, that Stockton-Malone era, they just couldn't overcome the dynastic Bulls. The Jazz still searching for that first NBA title.
Pass to Sharp. And here is Ayton. Back to Sharp. Just 5 to shoot. Ayton against Kessler. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
And A strong showing of physical strength there from Ayton. Defenders have their hands full when he's around the rim.
Trailblazers leading by 5. Pass to Kamare. Plenty of space. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
Sexton the pass to Hendricks, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points. Thibault kicks to Ayton. There's 1:26 left to play here in the half. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting. Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
DeAndre Ayton. The play is under video review under NBA rules.
Closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it with double checking, and the game continues on.
Ayton hits them both. Portland had, Greg, one of the great guard combinations in Clyde Drexler and Terry Porter.
Man, that was one heck of a backcourt, and they really complemented each other so well. Drexler with his explosive scoring ability, and Porter who could just do a little bit of everything.
Here's Sharp. Utah with the rebound. Sexton deciding where to go with it. Here's Hendricks, defended by Avdia. Hendricks passes to Collins. Rebounded by Kamare. And so it's Avdia with it. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. Leading by 5. Second chance shot. Fires for 3. Good on the three-point shot. Avdia's got 6.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Sexton attacking, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
And superb at just finding avenues to the bucket. When Sexton goes strong inside, he is hard to stop.
Avdia, a screen on Markkanen. Thibault kicks to Avdia. Back to Thibault. Markkanen with the block. Up in time. And so it's Portland with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We've got more in store for you right after this. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You know, Stan, when I think of you as a coach, I think defense. So let me put you on the spot as you assess the wing defenders in the NBA right now. Who are some of the top 2 or 3 that you notice?
Well, look, there's so many good ones. My favorite right now is Lou Dort because he's so strong, he's so disciplined, and he has an amazing ability to use his body even against guys that are a lot taller. He is a frustrating guy for great scorers to play against.
Now, he brought a lot to the NBA, but haven't the Thunder done a good job developing that kid?
Well, they have, and look, they've got other great defenders too, like Jalen Williams.
Klingon is out there with Jabari Walker. Then it's Anthony Simon. Then there's Grant, and it's Rupert in at the shooting guard position. So that's who Chauncey Billups starts the second half with. Clarkson against Grant, and the dunk by Grant.
And look at the hops on Grant, lifting off for a slam before the D can contain it.
Outside, Martin. Pass to Filipowski. Back to Martin. Rocket 6. Oh, took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top. But instead, he'll shoot free throws. He goes on Donovan Klingon. Utah shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. And for the Jazz, the last few seasons, coach, have been a period of rebuilding.
Yeah, it has, Kevin. You know they acquired a lot of draft capital when they traded Gobert and Mitchell. And they've since drafted a lot of young talent and still have plenty of picks to work with.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, Anthony Simons came into the NBA at age 19, and he's paid his dues, working his way up from the end of the bench to a starring role. Coach Chauncey Billups says he just believes he's one of the best players in the NBA, and confidence is a big thing. Well, Kevin, he's certainly earned it. Back to you.
I would totally agree with you, D.A. Thank you so much. Here's Clarkson. The offensive rebound. Here's George. An easy 2 points on the layup. George has got his first points in this one.
And nice touch inside. George can finish from all three levels.
Simons against Clarkson. The shot's good from Simons. And the Trailblazers lead by 6. Jazz have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. And the call will be against Anthony Simon.
Anthony Simon.
That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Now George. Here's Martin. George dishes to Martin. 5 on the clock. Fires from the line. Poked away. Stolen by Grant. Here's Rupert, covered by Martin. Walker surveying the floor. To the paint. Here's Rupert. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Rupert's got the lead up to 8 now for the Trailblazers. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Stan on the floor tonight. One of the best two-way players in the game, Jeremy Grant.
Yeah, Kevin, look. He's become a knockdown three-point shooter, but he also does a great job of putting the ball on the floor, attacking the basket, and getting to the free throw line. He puts a lot of pressure on the defense.
Knocked away and stolen by Simon. Here's Klingon, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Klingon knows how to use that size, both as a screener and a finisher. And fought hard to make his way to the rim, but give the D credit, did just enough to force him to clank that one.
Clarkson with the ball, and Simons picks him up defensively. Portland leading by 10. Here's Rupert. Outside, Simons. And there's the drive. Filipowski grabs the board. Utah has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. The Jazz with another miss. For Portland, they've gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Pass to Rupert. Launches it. Here's Klingon. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Klingon's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And I love how hard Klingon works that offensive glass, using his size in that situation.
Martin with the screen for Clarkson. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Simons from outside. Filipowski grabs the board. Grant against George. All alone. That shot, no good.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
It's his first trip to the line. He misses the free throw.
Taking 3 shots.
He hits the second from the line. And he nails the third. Here's Markkanen, and the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's Portland sitting with a comfortable lead up by.
Get out of your seat.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Jazz trail by 14, and so in the game for the Jazz. They've got Markkanen. He's out there with Colin Sexton. Walker Kessler is out there with John Collins. And it's Hendricks in at the 4-man position. Now, here's Sexton. He's covered closely. Markkanen missing again. Trailblazers leading by 14. Sharp on the wing. He's guarded by Markkanen. Ayton attack. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's on Lauri Markkanen.
Just such strength on these finishes. When you foul Ayton, you really have to hit him to prevent the basket.
Greg, every year, injuries are a huge factor in shaping the title race. And I'm guessing that teams should probably put more of a premium on durability. What do you think?
Well, Kevin, I think all GMs take that into account. A team wants to be confident it'll have a stable roster over the course of a long season. Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
Yeah, but you can't let up now. We've seen too many wild comebacks in this league.
And there's no question Sexton can flat out score. I mean, he feels like he can get it done from anywhere.
Pass to Thibault. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
You know, Crafty just capitalizing there on the floater. Give Sexton room to shoot that shot, and he's going to take it.
And that's a foul called on Lauri Markkanen. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
Pass to Kamare. Here's Avdia.
He sure can get off the floor.
He's one of the best in the business, absolutely. Here's the screen. Sexton for 3. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
And it's Ayton missing. Jazz trail by 15. Markkanen looking it over. A 3-ball. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
How about the shooting stroke from Markkanen, appearing very comfortable pulling the trigger from deep.
And it's Avdia off the drop. And he lays it straight in. And that's 10 points for Denny Avdia. Sexton for 3. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got 6 rebounds here tonight. This one for 3. And the wide open shot from Avdia. They get it back. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Walker Kessler. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. And that's a foul called on Colin Sexton. That's his first foul.
4th team foul.
Thibault on the wing. He's guarded by Markkanen. And that one's good. Thibault.
He's creating good looks and shooting very efficient.
Outside, Sexton. Nailed from three-point land.
And he plays with such a great rhythm. Marketing the catch-and-shoot shot, one he practices religiously.
Thibault. Rebounded by the Jazz.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Here's Avdia from beyond the arc and then some. Avdia's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Trailblazers.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
Yeah, they can count this one in the win column. It has been a tremendous effort.
Yeah, look, sometimes you just break your opponent's spirit, and I think this has been one of those times.
Here's Sexton. That miss puts him at 53% shooting tonight, 8 for 15. Deep 2 from Thibault. And it's hauled in by Lauri Markkanen. And so Markkanen will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. They trail by 18. From deep, Kessler with the rebound. The Jazz on offense. Here's Sexton. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And sometimes it seems like Sexton wants to get hit on the way up. He just embraces the challenge.
And Portland has possession. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Here's Kamare. Markkanen with it. Fires from way outside. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just...
Of the end. And checking out the New Orleans opening lineup. Jones at small forward with Zion holding down the 4. Trey Murphy out there with DeJounte Murray. And it's Messi in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Portland, DeAndre Ayton is out there with Denny Avdia. Then it's Matisse Thybulle, then there's Sharp, and it's Kamare in at the small forward. Well, Brent, tonight we got a great front court matchup.
Yeah, this is a game, BA, I think that has been circled on the calendar. These guys are competitive, but there are positional rivalries that do exist, and the only way you can measure up is standing across from your opponent. We've got that here tonight. Who's going to get the best of who?
And here's New Orleans now, following the bucket by the Blazers. Back to Murray, and there's a pick. 5 on the clock. Shoots over Thybulle. Murray, no good.
Probably not the shot they had in mind, but you can't fault him. He had a clean look.
Williamson against Avdia. Pass to Ayton. Nice dish, and the layup goes down.
The big man coming with an attacking mindset. That's something for the defense to deal with, and Ayton is dealing.
Murray finds Jones. Out to the wing. To the inside. It's stolen by Thybulle. Down low. Here's Kamare. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Zion Williamson. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And here are the Trailblazers now. Ooh, stolen by Murray.
Awesome defense. Just outstanding effort to reach his big hands in there and just rip the ball away.
Driving in. To the middle. Deflects the pass. Clock at 6. Here's Williamson.
Out of the way!
Wow.
Yeah, so fun to watch him get fancy on any finish. Zion again to the rack.
Brent, one area where Zion Williamson continues to improve is as a passer.
OBA, he's cut down his turnovers while more than doubling his rate of assists. And to me, that's just familiarity, getting on the court more consistently and not being injured. I mean, he's going to build and compound on that experience. So starting to make plays is starting to show for Zion.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I caught up with Coach Chauncey Billups. I asked Coach how they plan to limit DeJounte Murray tonight, and he told me we have to match his energy on both ends of the court. DeJounte is a player who can create something out of nothing with the intensity that he plays with. We can expect to see a lot of hustle on the court tonight, B.A.
Okay, thanks, Allie. 3 shots, 3 baskets. Great efficiency so far.
I just love how he runs the floor with energy and intensity, but still stays under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
And keeping everyone involved early. Now, that typically pays dividends.
Yeah, and he's so-so from there, but when he's hitting from deep, it's a big confidence builder.
And DeJounte Murray is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
1:49 left in the first quarter of the game. Ayton, a screen on Williamson. Avdia, good.
Showing off with the floater game. Not a shot you can swat.
Pelicans trail by 5. Outside Murray. Here's the floater, and Ayton pulls it down.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
Outside Sharp. A minute 15 left to play in the first.
Yeah, not afraid to finish at the rim. Sharp, just relentless.
And so Murray will bring it up for New Orleans. Lets it go from deep. And the Pelicans hit again from deep.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Thybulle on the wing. Defended by Murray. Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
The defense gets physical, but Ayton doesn't seem to get knocked off of balance. That helps him to keep the focus.
Murray against Thybulle. Williamson for three, and it's blocked by Thybulle. And as it goes out of bounds, New Orleans will keep possession. On defense, the Trailblazers. 6-point game. Here's Williamson. Soft touch off the glass. Williamson's gotten his second bucket of the game.
I feel like Zion with that quickness. Guys are just not ready for that first step.
Ayton, the screen on Williamson. Shoots from the elbow. Optia can't get it to go.
The D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Misi. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got his 4th rebound in this one. Back to Avdia. It'll count. No good on the buzzer beater. Denny Avdia making it happen for Portland. 8 points in the quarter, showing how... Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Trailblazers.
Ever since this game started, they've been attacking on the inside, looking for ways to bust up the defense and get high percentage looks.
Well, not only that, but you love how unselfish they've been to start this game. That's going to get all the guys in a great flow and feeling good. So moving that ball around and scoring off assists, it's a nice way to play.
They've got DeAndre Ayton. Sharp out there with Matisse Thybulle. Then there's Avdia, and it's Kamare in at the small forward position. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Grant, there have been so many great players that have gone through Portland over the years.
Yeah, it's hard to believe it's almost 50 years since their last title. It's a great city with a great fan base. And for their sake, I hope their second title comes soon.
Well, Brent, the Pels bowing out to the Thunder in the first round last season. Not a bad showing, though.
Yeah, no shame in that. You lose to the #1 seed in the Western Conference. They have a great collection of young players and just need to spend more time together to try to take that next step. One change could take them from a playing game to home court advantage this season.
Yeah, the physical abilities of Zion are truly next level. His build, his strength, I mean, it makes him difficult to defend and totally unique.
Well, that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
So good down low. Williamson.
The moment Williamson gets inside, virtually nothing you can do to stop that lefty.
Ayton with a screen. Here's Avdia. Goes back up. And Ayton with the lay-in. Ayton's got 6.
Well, he takes care of salvaging that possession for the offense by getting on the offensive glass.
Outside Jones. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Ooh, Ayton with the block.
He has the size and can get up quickly. Ayton with the throwback.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Portland leading by 7. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
The Blazers have a lot to learn. Coach Chauncey Billups said, I owe it to these players to coach them. The only way I know to do that is with honesty. It's always coming from a good place. Once you know that, then you take it with love. I lead with love. I don't lead with fear. Brian?
That's a Hall of Fame mentality, Allie. He's been in their shoes. Just 5 to shoot, down low. Here's Ayton. And there have been a few teams lately who have been stockpiling draft picks, Brent. What do you think of that approach?
Well, B.A., if you look at the success of the draft, you're kind of 50-50 on whether or not you're going to get the talent that is required to win a championship. So getting multiple bites at the apple is a great strategy for teams to try to build the foundation of a championship caliber team.
Here's Avdia. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. Portland shooting their first free throw of the game here. And a fun fact here, Brent, the Trailblazers' name was actually chosen by the fans.
Oh, that's so awesome, BA, to remind fans of how it is that Portland got its name. It was an open contest, and they had, I think, over 10,000 entries. And there were a couple other names that we should throw out there. It could have been the Pioneers or the Doug Furs. I think they chose wisely.
Murray, no good. Portland leading by 8. Here's Kamari. He's scoreless. Pass to Aiden. Off the outside. Aiden, a screen on Murray. Avdia passes to Aiden. Trailblazers got to hurry. Got to get up a shot. Avdia can't get it to go.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Murray inside. Guarded by Sharp. Murray passes to Jones. New Orleans needs to hurry. Late clock. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Here's Avdia. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Avdia's got 8 points in the quarter. Pelicans trail by 10. Murray deciding where to go with it. 50 seconds left in the first half of basketball. In transition, here they come. Thibault with it. Checked by Murray. Kept alive. And Aiden gets it to go. And now it's a 12-point Portland lead.
Yeah, if Aiden can get in that kind of position, he can be a bully on the inside.
Here's Williamson. Oh, and the big finish by Williamson.
Oh, I love this guy. Even when they're trailing, he works hard to put on a show.
Hey, that might be just what they need right now. Avdia passes to Sharp. Fires in the triple. Sharp's got 5 points.
And you see right there the practice time Sharp's put in. Sound shooting mechanics for a guy who hasn't played a lot of games in his career.
Kicks it out to Williamson. Pass to Misi. Stolen by Ayton. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers in a good situation, up by 13 points to close the quarter. They're getting quality looks, and that's why they're shooting at such a high clip. We'll be right back.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot drums. They're thinking about the shot.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. One of the stories here, Denny Avdia, getting it done today.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Second half underway. Here's who Willie Green's got on the floor. Bruce Brown is out there with C.J. McCollum. Then it's Kelly Olynyk, and it's Hawkins. In at the 3 slot.
Such a dynamic offensive player, great speed, great hops. Simons hard to stop when he makes his move.
Well, Anthony Simons has credited Damian Lillard for helping him with his development.
Man, B.A., can you imagine every day on the opposite end of Damian Lillard as a young player in this league? Anthony Simons willing to listen and willing to learn. You see how far his game has come when the reins have been handed over to him.
Trailblazers lead by 13. To the paint. Here's Walker. Finished off the break.
And Grant with a nice heads-up play, willing to make the next pass.
And the Pelicans shooting only 42%. Let's go with a three. Pass to Hawkins. McCollum with it. He buries it from three. McCollum's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Doing what he can to help shrink the deficit, but it has to be a team effort.
Left side Walker. Here's Rupert. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on C.J. McCollum. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Just over 1.5 minutes have passed in the third quarter. Walker for three. Knocks down the long J. Walker's got 5 points.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Brown, and he banks in the layup.
That kind of looks like a predictable shot, one that they want. The defense has to prevent the ball from getting into that sweet spot.
For three, Klingon. It's hauled in by New Orleans. And here's McCollum. He's got 5. Outside Olynyk. The three. Walker pulls down the board. Trailblazers lead by 13. To the left side wing. Here's Rupert. No good on the three. And here's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. Well, Brent, after ups and downs, it seemed like New Orleans is really trending in the right direction.
Now, their path has not always been easy. It's a bit indicative of the city itself. It's a resilient place with resilient people that take a lot of pride in the comeback. So this team has had personnel changes, coaching changes, injuries, but the Pelicans have certainly become a team in the past couple seasons where the future is much brighter than its past.
6 on the shot clock. Here's Simons. So it'll be 2 free throws, and they want a second opinion on that call. The signal for the coach.
Personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for Portland.
Many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
It's Walker on the wing, guarded by Olynyk. Pass to Klingon. Money from the wing. Klingon's got his first 2 points. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Brian, one of the great challenges of an NBA player's life is being traded. Veteran P.J. Tucker said, in 24 hours, you're playing for another team in another city, getting all of your stuff, uprooting your kids, changing schools. Your whole entire life changes in a blink. If you've never experienced it, you'd never understand. Yeah.
Pretty heavy stuff, Allie. Thank you.
Yeah, a communication breakdown. 2 guys thinking in opposite directions. The pass winds up in the stands.
Grant with a steal. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. From 15 feet away. Nice jump shot. And an important part of every team's game. A look at the hustle stats for Portland.
You have to be a fan of the energy they played with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet, and it's come up big a few times for them.
And all game long, they've been finding blocks. Their focus on strong rim protection has helped stifle the opposing team's offense. Well, that's a shot he can hit. If you give it to him, you need a little more energy on defense that next trip down. No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on it.
McCollum, the pass to Olynyk. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Portland leading by 10. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. The drive by Grant. Pass to Klingon. Lets the three fly. Rebounded by New Orleans.
Yeah, just hold for the last shot. Don't give them another possession at all.
Yeah, hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
With the drive. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
It's going to be on Bruce Brown.
Second.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
And he makes both free throws. Just 4 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Murray. Oh, what an incredible end to the quarter.
Wow, incredible indeed. Waits until the very last second to let it fly. Woo.
And so it's the Portland Trailblazers finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking great shots. More 2K action in just a moment. Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. We've got Abdia, Matisse Thybulle out there with Shaden Sharp. Then it's DeAndre Ayton, and it's Kamare in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Ooh, Zion with a show of strength on the finish.
And Zion absolutely on fire right now. The D looks helpless.
Ayton, a screen on Williamson. Abdia attacking. Ayton's got space. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Misi's got his 4th rebound in this one. To the inside. Abdia pulls it in. Trailblazers lead by 6. Thybulle on the wing. Defended by Murray. Pass to Kamare. 6 to shoot. Abdia outside. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And kind of par for the course here, right? Coming through with a solid offensive game to help them get this lead.
Williamson outside. Inside. Abdia with a steal. Now the Blazers moving it up. Here's Sharp. Oh, wow! Oh, windmills in a ferocious dunk.
That's an athletic play by Sharp. Putting in the sweat to beat the other guys back on the fast break.
To the right side. Back to Murray. Takes a 3. Offensive rebound. The 3 is up. Here's Misi. Oh, persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Misi's got his first points of the game. And so it's Abdia with it. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Knocks it loose. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Murray. Trailblazers ball. New Orleans on D. Trailing by 8. Ayton, a screen on Murray. Here's Thybulle. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Misi's got 6 rebounds here tonight. New Orleans has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. That one's in. Coming off a nice dish from Williamson. Misi's got 4 points this quarter. Thybulle against Murray. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line, and coach doesn't like the call at all. He's opting to use his challenge. He wants the officials to look at the replay.
Matisse Thybulle.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls.
No doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Willie Green coaching his team during that last break. First and foremost, he wants to see more points on the break. He asked his team, where's the urgency? We know what we can do in transition. Now let's go out and do it. We'll see if they can pick up the tempo, guys. guys.
Okay, thank you, Allie.
Making a bit of a statement. Murphy to the rack.
Thibault against Murray. Ayton, the screen on Murray. Here's Thibault, and that one's good.
Oh, what great action we've seen tonight. Hard to imagine a more entertaining game.
No, this is about as high octane a game as you're going to find.
On the wing, Jones. And there's the screen. Pass to Misi. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton. And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now for the second. The Pelicans making a switch here. Olynyk's checked in. And no luck that time either. Trailblazers lead by 6. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Oh, and that's a nice find by one of the youngest players in the league. Sharp with tremendous upside to his game.
The Trailblazers have got 4 of 8 shots to drop here in this final quarter. And DeJounte Murray is going to pick up the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Pelicans on D. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth. Pass to Kamari. Just 5 on the clock. Ayton with a screen. Kamari, no good. New Orleans has gone 0 for 3 here in the fourth. Murray from outside. And Ayton pulls it down.
Not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots. Not the wild one he took there.
You can feel the excitement in this arena. These guys have done one heck of a job.
A huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
Olynyk passes to Jones. Here's the 3. The shot by Olynyk, no good. Fantastic ball movement for them tonight.
And things are definitely working offensively. A balanced attack is just so much harder to defend.
So no problem for Portland as they get the win. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
And it makes a
that should attract a lot of attention in this game, that matchup at the guard position. That is going to be special.
Well, that's the point of attack on both ends of the floor, and it's always fun to see skilled and capable guards duel it out. It is like watching a great chess match.
Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. Jones and Williamson in at the forward position. DeJounte Murray is out there with Trey Murphy. And it's Messi in at the 5. Now here's Jones. Williamson a screen on Sexton. You know, when you talk about this Jazz team, boys, you have to mention head coach Will Hardy.
You certainly do, Kevin, because remember, he came from the Boston Celtics organization. He also had a history in San Antonio. He is known as an excellent tactician. He does an incredible job scouting. Utah always one of the best prepared teams in the league.
Now, here's Sexton. Pass to Hendricks. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Sexton with it. Well guarded by Murray. Sexton the pass to Hendricks. They set the pick. Lets it go with the 3. The basket good off the assist from Sexton.
Well, that's an example of using both vision and playmaking ability to find the open teammate. Sexton is a quality floor general.
Murray dishes to Williamson. Lets the 3 fly. Drains the 3-pointer.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Here's Filipowski. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Oh, tough play. Boy, did he have to fight to get that one to the rim.
The drive by Williamson. And finished off by Williamson.
Oh, what a dunk artist this guy is. Whenever Williamson takes flight, you're just expecting to see something special.
Shots good by Filipowski.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Pelicans. Hey, DB, what do you make of Colin Sexton's nickname, Young Bull?
Kevin, I think it's a very apt moniker because this guy is relentless. He attacks you with his defense. He's going to come at you with a ton of youthful energy, and he will not back down.
Now, here's Sexton. Back to Collins. 5 to shoot. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. They get it again. Pass to Hendricks. From past the arc. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. The Pelicans have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Driving in. Here's Jones. Filipowski grabs the board. Utah leading. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. What you got for us, DA?
Thanks, Kevin. Now, Will Hardy talked to me a little while ago. We talked about trying to contain someone like Zion Williamson, and Coach said it's like trying to put out a fire with a squirt gun. He's just so explosive and physical. The only good option is to build walls and try to cut him off from the hoop. We'll see how that works out for them. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. Markkanen can't get it to go.
You can see he just rushed that a little bit. Lost the focus, I think.
Sexton against Murray. Jones, the pass to Murray. From the arc. Over to the wing. To end the drought. And again, no good by New Orleans.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good look.
You can't get that one.
If you try something like that, you better be sure to complete it.
from outside the arc. Hands it from downtown. Murray's got 5 now.
And Murray is a terror in transition. Outstanding at knowing how to capitalize in those situations.
Filipowski, another miss by Utah. New Orleans in the lead. Murray outside. Softly drops in the floater. 7 points in the game.
And this coaching staff wants Murray to be the shot caller. Let him run the pick and roll and just make things happen.
The shot by Sexton, no good. Williamson looking it over. Unloads from 13. Again, the Pelicans score.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans.
That looks like a lack of focus. You've got to question what he was trying to accomplish there.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Collins.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
And that does it for the first quarter. Pelicans ahead. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And looking at what we've seen from the Pelicans, what do you guys think?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
Markkanen is out there with Sexton. Then there's Filipowski. Then it's John Collins. And it's Hendricks in at the 4. That's the group for Utah getting going here in the second. Sexton dishes to Markkanen. Back to Sexton. And stolen by Murray. 3-on-3. That's good from Williamson on the assist by Murray. Williamson's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for New Orleans. Sexton against Murray. Sexton's shot is good.
Well, if you've got the speed of Colin Sexton, put the ball on the deck and make sure you make good use of it.
And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. 6-point lead. And it's Murray with the jam.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
One of the most explosive young bigs we have. Collins quick off the floor and gets creative at the rim.
And when you look at John Collins' advanced numbers, Doris, they jump off the page.
Yeah, probably the advanced numbers you're referencing, Kevin. Offensive rating, true shooting percentage. And when you look at it through that lens, Collins is absolutely able to score from a variety of spots on the floor, and the guy's an absolute terror on the glass.
A three-pointer is right on target.
That unpredictability helps Colin Sexton. He keeps defenders off balance. You don't know what this guy's going to do.
Here's Murray, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
DeJounte Murray, 2 shots. The play is under video review under NBA rules.
The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, the Pelicans are putting the ball in Zion Williamson's hands. He said, I'm just playing chess within the game, seeing how the defense is guarding me. I'm going to pick my spots. My teammates trust me to make the right decision, but they also trust me to be me when that time is right. Kevin, I'll let you be you.
And I love when you are you, David. Thank you so much. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Kyle Filipowski. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's Williamson. He has 6. The 3. Offensive rebound. Murray outside. Williamson kicks to Jones. Williamson with a screen for Jones. And the dunk by Williamson.
Difficult to guard and pick and roll. Zion's combination of mobility and quickness along with that strength just so lethal.
The shot by Markkanen, nobody around. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Here's Williamson. And finished off by Williamson.
And that was an absolute hammer. Williamson is downright lethal when you allow him to gain some momentum.
Floats one. Nisi grabs the rebound. Nisi's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Williamson a screen on Sexton. Back to Murray. Teardrop shot. Sexton grabs the board. Jazz trail by 5. He takes it in, and he uses the glass on the lane. Sexton's got 7 points in the game.
Well, Colin Sexton's ability to dribble drive is probably his greatest asset. What a pretty move. And you can tell right there, the defense is totally fine with him shooting that. That's not his game.
Outside, Markkanen. Pass to Hendricks. The shot goes down and he gets this game back to even. Hendricks has got his 2nd basket.
Yeah, this is why people like to play with Mr. Markkanen. This guy is a solid passer out of that forward spot.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Sexton against Murray. To the left wing. Shot clock at 5. And again, New Orleans has no luck. Here's Filipowski. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Filipowski's got 4 points in the quarter. Murray down low. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Utah out in front as they wrap up the second quarter with a massive 16-6 run. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports.
For the fan half-court shot from line. They're thinking about the shot.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Zion Williamson with a strong contribution so far, guys, in this one.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. We've got Hawkins. Bruce Brown is out there with McCollum. Then it's Olynyk. McCollum looking it over. Fires it up. Utah with the rebound. DB, one thing about Kessler, he will challenge anybody at the rim. Wow.
There's no question, Kevin. Walker Kessler is one of those guys who's not afraid to get dunked on. He is a rim protector of the highest order. He's going to win some, he's going to lose some, but he's always going to try to do his job.
And beginning to take charge of this game. This could be a crucial point.
Well, working hard, building out a small lead, but you can't afford any kind of letdown here.
Brown, the pass to Olynyk. And he's good on the 3-ball. Olynyk's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Clarkson against McCollum. Here's Kessler. And Kessler throws it down.
Taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Olynyk finds McCollum. Olynyk sets a screen for McCollum. Off target with his three.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Clarkson outside. Outside, George. Pass to Kessler. And Kessler throws it down.
Ever since halftime, they've played precision basketball on the offensive end.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
And we talk about court awareness. There, McCollum doing a beautiful job spotting the open man.
Out to Clarkson. Kessler, a screen on McCollum. Second shot opportunity. The shot misses. Pelicans trail by 6. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. That one drops for him. McCollum's got his first 2 points.
Look at McCollum just going to work. So good at using his creativity to find shots inside.
Some dishes to Martin. There's 1:54 left in the third quarter of the game, and it's good for 2.
Well, Jordan Clarkson specializes at capitalizing on what the defense gives him. Nicely done in the mid-range.
Hawkins kicks to Olynyk. Now Hawkins fires for 3. And the rebound goes to Martin. Here's Sensible. Finished off the break. And now an 8-point Jazz lead.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
1:11 left to play in the third. McCollum against Clarkson. Kessler passes to Clarkson. Off target on the 15-footer. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for New Orleans. And it's in there. And now just a 4-point Jazz lead.
Ends the move with a whisper instead of a bang, going to the finger roll.
Clarkson against McCollum. And that one good from Clarkson.
Well, you can give them a steady diet of pick and roll because if Jordan Clarkson gets downhill, it's trouble.
McCollum against Clarkson. McCollum kicks to Olynyk over Martin. Olynyk can't hit. Jazz leading by 6. A finish and finished off by Martin.
You know, you have to recognize the chance to push it, and they did. Great pass to get the ball behind the defense and an easy 2 points in the board.
Pelicans shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
Yeah, and fairly decent a season ago, about 77% from the line. Your classic combo guard. C.J. McCollum can play off the ball as a shooting guard, but also can run the point at times. A valuable piece for this team.
So Utah ends up going with the new group. Sexton the pass to Filipowski. Back to Sexton. Fades and shoots. And Markkanen with the basket on the assist by Sexton. And the Jazz lead by 9. And so it's Utah ahead by 9 as the quarter. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. They've got Sexton. He's out there with Lowry Markkanen. Filipowski's out there with John Collins. And Hendricks in at the power forward position. That's the group right now for Utah. Murray for 3. Offensive rebound. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Jazz.
The mid-range game has been there for them all game long, and that old-school approach still getting it done in this.
And another theme in this game, to me, guys, has been how lethal they've been in transition. Attack on the break and make sure you convert.
To the middle, stolen by Jones. Jones sends it home.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Murray with it. Now defended by Markkanen. New Orleans moving the ball around. On the wing, Murray. He's guarded by Markkanen. It's up a three. Bangs home the trifecta.
Oh, what a feed by Murray. He's got that pass-first mentality. You always want to play with guys that play that way.
Sexton, the pass to Filipowski. The Jazz again can't hit it. Pelicans trail by 5. Kicks it out to Williamson. Filipowski grabs the board. Filipowski's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Markkanen into the lane. Filipowski passes to Sexton. Here's Filipowski. Just 5 on the clock. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
And he has shown a terrific feel for how the defense is playing him and then taking advantage of that.
And it's Williamson missing.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Markkanen passes to Hendricks. Left side, Sexton. Knocks it loose. Williamson with it. Guarded now by Sexton. Up the floor. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now.
Second team foul. Shooting for
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to make a challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, guys, listen in with Will Hardy and his team. He told his players, I love the energy right now. You look like you're having fun out there. Keep playing for each other because our chemistry looks great right now. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, David.
You get the sense this guy relishes getting to the free throw line in these tough moments. You talk about clutch, this guy is it.
Here's Collins. There he goes. Wow, that was a strong dunk.
Nice. And how about the mobility from the big man? I love when Collins takes charge and goes aggressively to the hoop.
1:51 left to play here in the fourth. Murray for 3. Drills it from outside.
You have to appreciate the confidence that Murray plays with. He's never afraid to take the big shot.
Sexton against Murray. Shot's good by Filipowski. Filipowski's got 4 points in the quarter.
Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
Wide open look here for Murray, and again New Orleans with the triple.
Oh, that's a nice looking 3 there for Murray. How about the high release on that?
Sexton for 3. Pelicans with the rebound. Jones has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Murray scanning the floor. 1:05 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Master Olynyk, 6 on the shot clock. Murray, kick still in it. That misses, and a chance to tie it there. Sexton with it. Jones covering. Markkanen passes to Sexton. Back to Markkanen. Money!
The willingness to embrace the pressure. Markkanen, big-time delivery.
Murray outside. Outside, Jones. Fires from deep. Filipowski grabs the board. Outside, Sexton. From deep three-point territory. Offline. So we see the Jazz get the win here. It was up for grabs.
horn for this face-off at the center position tonight, Grant.
Oh, no question, B.A. I mean, these bigs bring the size and skill. Who has more tools in their toolkit? I mean, we're about to find out.
Here's the starting group for Portland. We've got Matisse Thybulle. DeAndre Ayton is out there with Avdia. Then it's Shaedon Sharpe, and it's Kamare in at the 3. Now here's Thybulle going inside. Pass to Ayton. Here's Kamare. Beyond the arc. Sends it home from three-point land.
3 points.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Markkanen outside. This one for 3. Portland grabs the miss. To the wing, right side. Pass to Ayton. Now here's Thybulle. Outside Sharpe. Clock at 6. Driving inside. And he goes in for the dunk.
The burst. Man, Sharpe can go from 0 to 100 in the blink of an eye.
Well, Stan, since trading Rudy Gobert and Donovan Mitchell in 2022, the Utah Jazz have done some reshaping of their roster.
Yeah, and Brian, it's clear that they're not done. The tinkering continues. They're going to continue to move pieces around until they find what they think can become a championship contending team.
And so here's Portland, the Jazz making their last shot.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. Markkanen finds Collins. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Outside Sexton. And he buries his first look.
I love that hoop from Colin Sexton. Don't settle, young man.
Now Sharpe. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Woo! B.A., that's lit.
Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good. Pass to Hendricks, and there's the foul. It'll go on Matisse Thybulle. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Sexton. Thybulle with the board.
Oh, you gotta finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, John Collins is fitting nicely on the Jazz, and Coach Will Hardy said he's given us a huge lift on the offensive end. He's a tough cover, the way he's able to mix up popping and rolling. The defense can't prepare for just one thing. It makes him a dynamic threat.
Able to score on multiple levels, Allie. Thank you. 5 to shoot. Trailblazers got to hurry. Got to get up a shot. And they get it back.
You can't sleep on Collins' long arms when he's defending you. He'll swat you down all day with that long reach.
Jazz trail by 5. And here's Sexton. Collins with a screen on Thybulle. Down low. Stolen by Sharpe. Now the Blazers moving it up. Fires the 3. And it's Thybulle missing. The Jazz have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Sexton looking around. Oh, rejected by Ayton.
Yeah, Ayton has all the physical gifts of a great shot blocker. Size, length, and agility.
Portland leading by 5. Sharpe goes in. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Markkanen from long range. The Trailblazers have gone 5 of 8. Solid opening quarter for them. Pass to Kamare. Back to Ayton. And here's Thybulle. To the paint. And Ayton gets it to go.
Yeah, when you let Ayton get the ball close, it's over. DeAndre is just too skilled.
Markkanen outside. Now Collins. Here's Sexton, covered by Thibault. Back to Collins. And then it's Collins with the dunk.
Look out below!
You got no chance of defending him right there. Markkanen against Thibault. There's the triple. Sexton grabs the board. Markkanen outside. Connects from downtown. Outside Thibault. Up in time. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so the first quarter is in the books. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And what stands out to you from the Trailblazers in this one?
You know, they've been relentless in how they attack the paint.
Well, if they're going to be that ferocious inside, this defense is in for a long night.
Here are the five Portland has to start the second. Sharp out there with Matisse Thybulle. Then there's Avdia. Then it's DeAndre Ayton. And it's Kamari in at the small forward position. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity. That sends Lauri Markkanen to the free throw line. It goes on Shaedon Sharpe. Well, Coach Lauri Markkanen, it's been an interesting study to watch his game continue to improve every year.
Yeah, it certainly has, Brian. You know, he was a complimentary player for quite a while, and then finally has developed into a primary offensive threat, and he has thrived.
So confident from range, Markkanen.
Shots like this help Markkanen get in rhythm. The D must be aware of his ability to catch and fire.
Sharp goes in. Off the outside. There's the drive. Lays it up and banks it in.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Sexton against Thybulle. Sexton, that's good.
Great touch there. It's just so tough to defend a floater like that.
Here's Thybulle. The rebound by Markkanen.
The defense does just enough to alter that shot.
Kessler with it. Now guarded by Ayton. Kessler passes to Markkanen. Here's Sexton. Back to Markkanen. From the arc. Rebounded by Kamari. The Trailblazers have gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. That's good from Ayton on the assist from Sharpe. And the Trailblazers lead by 4.
Grown man strength right there. Ayton just pushing through contact and getting it done.
Markkanen with a screen on Thybulle. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Tries again. And Kessler lays it up and in. Kessler's got his first bucket in this one.
Yeah, secures the ball off the glass. Does a nice job going right back up.
Sharpe passes to Avdia. And it's off from three-point range.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Well, the truth is, Stan, you lose a franchise legend like Damian Lillard, it really changes your identity.
Oh, it does, Brian. Their offense ran through Lillard for over a decade. Last year was almost a total reset. Now someone has to step up and be that guy.
Here's Thybulle, following the bucket by the Jazz. Goes up on the wing. Avdia can't get it to go. Utah's gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Oh, Markkanen hit on the release. The Trailblazers have gone 4 for 7 in the second quarter. Now here's Thybulle, tightly guarded. Out left to the wing. Pass to Kamari. Shot clock at 5. And so far in this one, 2 for 4.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Sexton against Thibault. Lets a floater go. And Ayton gets it to go. Ayton's got 4 points now in the quarter. All right, a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Trailblazers.
Well, those early blocks are key. They are intimidating their opponents and making them hesitant.
Something else that stands out is how they've gotten out in transition. Their speed has kept the defense on their heels.
Utah with the ball. Portland making their last shot. Here's Hendricks. Markkanen from long range. Drills it from deep. Markkanen's got 14 points for the game.
And I want to see Markkanen continue to shoot from deep because he's a quality sniper with impressive range.
Sharp goes in. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Yeah, and Ayton read the play perfectly and got out in front of it for the score off the break. Making sure of it with the two-man slam, VA.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here. Sharp passes to Avdia. Takes the three. Kessler with a rebound. Kessler's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Hendricks. Nice D from Avdia. That'll count. The shot misses. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Trailblazers out in front, leading by 1. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum. They're measuring up the shot.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. It's been quite a game for Lauri Markkanen.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing...
Oh, he packs it down!
That is incredible.
Oh, man, he got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. George, right side. Takes it inside. It's tipped.
Okay, young fella. Look, I'll tell you this. Do not test Donovan Clingan. They just learned that the hard way.
The ball's knocked loose. Clarkson against Simons. Filipowski. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It goes on Jeremy Grant. Well, Grant, with all the parity and competition in the league today, there are still those teams piling up losses.
Yeah, BA, and with teams like the Thunder excelling, it's almost like youth is no longer an excuse, but some rebuilds take longer than others.
And that one is hammered home!
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
Well, it's always a big plus when you have a point guard that can attack the rim like that, put so much pressure on the defense.
Trailblazers lead by 4. Grant outside. Pass to Walker. Back to Grant. Here's Clingan. He's guarded by Martin. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Blazers will retain possession.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
They're really settling into a nice rhythm now, starting to gain the upper hand.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little more.
Clarkson with the ball. Now guarded by Simons. Filipowski can't get the bucket from 20 feet out. The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 3 in this second half. Coach, you talk about guys who are always upping their game. How about Anthony Simons?
Well, Brian, I feel like he's one of the truly under-the-radar scorers in this league. He's put in a lot of time and work, never satisfied with himself or his game, and he just keeps getting better. Martin,
the pass to Clarkson. Martin with a screen on Simons. Filipowski for three. Walker pulls down the board. Now Portland with it. They're on a 10-1 run. Outside for Grant. Oh, Grant throws it down.
Yeah, never backing down. Grant plays the game with passion.
Lots of Grants in the NBA over the years. Jeremy Grant acts like a guy who grew up around the league. You can really see it, Coach.
Well, Brian, he really did grow up around the league and really just a high IQ player, great in the locker room, gives you great energy and effort every night.
They are really struggling to stop this run.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to go to your leaders. They need to step up and make a play to turn things around.
And there's a 3-second violation.
The 3-second violation. Jazz ball.
Jazz trail by 13. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
The NBA wants to ensure that every team has a shot. Commissioner Adam Silver said, we want parity of opportunity. People aren't interested in seeing teams buy championships, and we've made progress. In the long term, we're better off with more competitive fairness among all of the teams.
That's true. It keeps everything interesting. Thanks, Allie.
Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
Well, sometimes you just make shots, but they've certainly come out on a tear here in the third quarter.
Trailblazers lead by 12. And it's Walker off the drive. And it's Martin with the rebound. Utah's gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. For three, George. Another three for Utah.
And there's a nice rhythm to his three-point shot. You know, George has a confident stroke.
Simons up top. He's covered by Clarkson. And it's Simons missing. The Jazz have gotten just 25% of their shots to fall since the half. 2 for 8.
The pass, the catch, the slam. What a clean play.
Man, absolutely jaw-dropping. Here's Simons. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
Here's George. Clarkson outside. And there's the drive. And he makes it. Clarkson's got 5 points.
You give Clarkson an opening and he'll cut right through your defense. He has great instincts on the drive.
Outside for Grant. There's 25 seconds left in the third quarter here.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Count that bucket. Clarkson's got 7 now in this quarter.
Good maneuver to get inside. Clarkson is sneaky.
Grant with a screen on Clarkson. Here's Simons. No good with a layup. Clarkson outside with 1 on the clock. And George gets it to go on the assist by Clarkson. 5 points in the game.
And since the break, both teams are increasing their intensity and really getting after it.
Yeah, and you can feel the pace picking up in this.
Anthony Simons has been leading the charge for the Trailblazers. 11 points in the quarter. He's on fire. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dive. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Wow, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. So the Trailblazers 5 right now. They've got Shaedon Sharpe, Avdia out there with DeAndre Ayton. Then it's Matisse Thybulle, and it's Kamare in at the small forward position. And the shot goes.
You know, Sexton can be just so clever with the ball, disrupting the defense to create for his team.
Trailblazers lead by 3. Outside Sharpe, outside Thybulle. That three's off the mark. Utah has gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. Markkanen outside to tie it up. And Ayton pulls it down. On the break. Here's Sharp. Oh!
Wow!
And he jams it home with authority.
That's an athletic play by Sharp, putting in the sweat to beat the other guys back on the fast break. And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Pass to Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
Slams it down with two hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Markkanen with it. Wide open look. And he nails that one right through the heart.
And offensively, Markkanen is in the zone. He's using his size well, and the defense hasn't had an answer.
Avdia, screen on Markkanen. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
That's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Ayton inside. Kessler on him. Second shot opportunity. And Ayton with the lay-in. Ayton's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And this is how dynamic Ayton can be on the offensive end. Keep getting him the ball, please.
Collins with a screen on Thibault. Kicks it out to Collins. There's the three. Hits a three-pointer.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
Ayton finds Avdia. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. And the Trailblazers lead by 8.
Yeah, I'd call this ideal scoring distance. It's almost too easy.
And so it's Avdia with it. He brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Ayton. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Gotta be careful how you guard Ayton. He's so creative at finding ways to draw fouls.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Utah has gone 6 of 14 from the perimeter tonight. Markkanen outside. Launches a three. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Sharp. Avdia outside. Lets it fly. Utah grabs the miss.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
On the wing, Sexton. And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Trailblazers.
Well, they've been owning the painted area offensively. I love the intensity they're playing with down there.
Yeah, another thing, this offense came in aggressive, driving into the lane, forcing the defense to try to adjust. So far, the defense hasn't had enough of an answer. Man, what focus. I mean, the hoop and the harm. Incredible.
Jazz trail by 10. 59 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Markkanen for 3. And Ayton pulls it down. Portland has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter.
Nothing left to do but to watch the clock tick towards 0. Nice victory here for the Trailblazers.
Absolute fireworks display. High-scoring game. They were unstoppable, Grant.
Yeah, just relentless from start to finish. And the pace was furious. Ultimately, they wore out the other team.
And what a huge performance it was for DeAndre Ayton.
And he found a way to leave his mark on every facet of the game. His activity and energy were huge factors.
Sexton misses. Now Portland with it. A 12-point game. Now here's Thibault. So it's the Trailblazers winning this one easily. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Very true. I mean, when you're out on the road, the winds can feel a little...